Alright, guys, welcome back. This is game one, or I guess just the game of Scorpion Shibata Sensei Military, courtesy of Eric George against Paul's Big Unit Crab Stuff. So you're going first, Paul. Rock on.
Yeah, I'd get started, but you seem to not have properly ended your turn and given me my little piece there. I don't like to start without it. I feel like that's a very important thing to have.
There you
Thank
go,
you.
buddy.
That's really important to me, man. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so this is a perfectly fine start. We've got the Jade Pearl in, which will fetch up a holding. Remember, our box makes 5. Then we have a 1 face up, so we'll have a 2 face up. We'll get 5 gold worth of stuff. Probably going to grab a lane of immorality, so we're getting 6 gold production off our first turn. And then we can go Ogre Bushi on 2. So we'll have 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. So then we'll go Ogre Bushi and Holy. So I'm not even sure we cycle. In fact, I'm pretty sure we don't. We just play on, play up. You might be looking at my hand, and the plan is to do that. So that's coming up. Turns out that I want to search for a Dynasty card with my Jade Pearl in, so I think I'll do that. Where are you, card that I want? There must be a lane of immorality in here, right? H-I-J. Yes, there it is. When in doubt, sing the alphabet song. It's always very helpful.
It's actually my ringtone.
If you don't know it, I'd look it up. It's a very important song to know. And I got to shuffle my deck. What table is yours? Here I will end the thing. And that joke is now officially over.
Okay. Flip. Well, we got turn 1 Coastal in. That's not so bad. And triple Toshimo, who shuffled the deck. I'm going to put these down just because I would like to see a little bit more gold. We're going to be under some pressure. So that's a bunch
Maybe
more guys.
if you had used the Langenbrigg shuffle method or something. I don't know.
That's right. If I had pile shuffled. Let's throw out Saigo and... So I'll keep the guy with a battle action. Play 2 and pass the turn to you.
Okay, so I open with a pass, straight pass. Let you agonize over using your box because you're a Scorpion player, and you always agonize over using your box.
Okay, well, I pass.
Okay. Okay, so it looks like I'm trying to see. I've got 4, 5, 8. If I had an 8 gold cost guy, I could go 8 gold cost guy plus 2 holdings because that is an Iron Mine there, and that's the thing that happens. But it turns out I cannot.
Nobody
Which is a bit of a downer.
The trouble you
Yeah,
see.
my life's pretty tough. 5, 8, 10. So I think I just stick with Bushi. Do I want Shrine to Hachiman or do I want the Iron Mine? I think the ability on Shrine to Hachiman actually has some value since I'm probably going to try to swing on in next turn. But I'll keep the Iron Mine. It's a very gold heavy deck. So.
Alright. And we see a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna Dark Audience here for sure. We learned a lot of attachments. And we're just gonna look for some cheap ones here. So probably a... Where's our funny... Here, you can give me an Aberrations or a Family Sword.
Aberrations is a force bonus equal to the focus value of my cards. I will give you the Aberrations.
Okay.
It looks like he's got some, he's got Conquerors or the ability to gain Conquerors and Bayushi, and I just don't feel like playing with that bouncy around force movement. And Aberrations is sort of in a vacuum a very weak card. It has the potential to be very powerful, but that's something we have to worry about too much.
We're just gonna buy me.
I will use my Sensei on your coastal land.
Okay, I go to -1.
Take
and then gain 1 to 0. Flush the guide. So we really need to get some gold here.
Hooray, pointless action.
Here's the hoping. Draw, and you can go.
Okay, so now we look at our gold, and we've got a couple of options. We can start our strap-up monster attack party, or we can keep on keeping on and just go with another Ogre Bushi. I mean, if one Ogre Bushi is good, two Ogre Bushi must be just a lot better, right? And buy more gold. And there's sort of a debate. His holding structure is so bad that I don't think I really need to feel compelled to push the pace here. So I think I'm pretty comfortable just saying pass.
Okay, if you pass, I pass. I could box something
Okay,
here, but I just don't see him swinging in naked.
I mean, there's a point of just like going through the motions, I suppose, but I don't think it's really all that. I mean, if that's what you want to do. So and then 5 and 5 is 10, and this buys the Iron Mine. So I don't even have to use my lane of immorality. And I'm pretty sure I did not mark my honor loss. I think I'm at like this. Yeah, there we go. So I started at 3, I bought it, I used it once. Yeah, there we go.
Stop cheating, sir.
That's right.
All set?
And all you? Indeed I am.
Okay. Well, so we flipped some gold, but it's expensive gold.
Quite a I mean, your first turn coastal lane has not, has not been able to produce the dividends you had hoped for. Did you cycle for holdings on your turn 1?
I did, yeah. I cycled everything down. I remember I flipped triple Kensei guy. So we'll hit gold eventually here, but
I mean, you sat on the event, and that feels almost certainly like a mistake in retrospect.
I don't agree, but that's okay. So our board state is what it is. We're going to attach an elephant cavalry to our guy.
Uh-oh. I mean, I pass.
Give him Conqueror.
You know what? Let's play this Lost in Transit and bow the elephant cavalry.
Okay. So that's less good.
If only you had boxed Lost in Transit. Oh,
yeah,
baby.
I was gonna make a joke about it, but it's 0% that I was gonna figure out to name Lost in Transit. So I'm just not gonna feel bad about that one. And then I mean we're dipping down, like c'est la vie. Yep. I just have to decide if I'm holding this personality or not. I don't think so. We're trying to set up a double gold turn. Are we? So okay, how am I winning this game? I'm winning this game by a meteor hitting Paul's house and causing him to disconnect. I think is where I'm at. That's not true. We have this card. So like this card can get us back into the game. Like if we
purge your Feudaism? Purge me, baby.
So
I mean, it's a total blowout here. Any minute, you flip it next turn, and
Miko is not part of our plan for winning this game. So we're flushing her. We're gonna glimpse to get some more cards, and then we're gonna pass to you.
I saw it. Did you see it? I saw it.
I saw it. Just a little bit. I didn't see it a lot. But I saw it a little bit. All right, you're up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I owe you a card. You can have this enormously expensive thing. No, you can have this enormously cheap thing.
I flip a bunch of stuff, but none of it really matters. I'm just going to sort of proceed to the blowout section of the phase, which is, bowing 10 gold. Playing my favorite card.
Okay, I scoop.
Yep. I mean, take a province, do some stuff, buy more gold.
So yeah, I mean, he'll take the face up here probably. It doesn't even matter. He can even take a face down.
I don't take the gold, right? I go for a face down. I take,
Yeah, but like I'm
buy some stuff,
and then he's taking 2 next turn, and then no defense. So we'll play another one
next turn. Yep.
We'll play another one here.
So
let me just.
Let's scoop him up. Give it a go. So sometimes these games happen, and why did he lose that game? Because of his Dynasty Deck's development. And so, on one hand, that tells us something. It gives us some knowledge about maybe the way the Dynasty Deck is constructed, and if the holding to personality to event ratios are properly configured. On the other hand, variance happens. You don't want to read the tea leaves too much there.
Agreed. And in theory, it's a good start. Like I got my coastal lane on 1,
First turn
which
coastal
is as
lane,
good
right?
as it can be. It's just if you follow it up with second turn, do nothing. And I mean, I don't think I was out of that game. I had double reprisal with a Conqueror Elephant Cavalry guy. Like attach Elephant Cavalry into Lost in Transit is pretty brutalizing.
Pretty solid.
Oh, yeah, solid is one word.
And I play cards to play them, man. I don't know what to tell you.
No, and it's a great. I think Lost in Transit is one of these cards.
Sometimes they have the double strike from the earth, and you're just out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to say, Lost in Transit's a card that I think should have been getting more love throughout this arc, but it sort of never really found a home.
I've been very pleased with it specifically to sort of counteract sort of Elephant Cavalry. They're really aggressive follower-based strategies, but it's one of those cards where it's just I was in the minority. Other people did not. They looked at it and said, this isn't what we're in the market for. But I found it to be a very useful and flexible card.
I'm flushing my guy here. I really want to go double gold, be 2 turns of gold because it's a gold-heavy deck in Europe.
And I've got 10 gold here, and so I buy 10 gold worth of stuff.
Isn't it lovely?
It's true.
Isn't it wonderful?
I have to figure out if I leave a class, I'm going to be 8, 10, 15, so that's like one of my personalities. So what the hell, we'll leave it. And David, did you see that Stevie did Songs in the Key of Life thing just like a week and a half ago? He did like the whole, he did a concert where he just did the whole album and sort of like track. It was really cool.
No, that sounds cool. I dig me some Stevie.
Everybody likes Stevie. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's got some gold, and now I've got a bunch more gold, and this could be disastrous. Disaster strikes. Well, I guess Karmic this holding we specifically left. That's always an exciting, always an exciting play to make. Right where you want to be. Right where you want to. Okay, so there's 10 gold. So by this guy, naval. So when I attach a stick, that'll be like
the casual 10 gold unique after Karmic into clear your provinces. Like this game is fun.
Hey, 4, 5. And I get to grab another 1 gold cost hold, and I don't know what those might be. People that are watching at home might be arguing about my sequencing. They say, well, you got to buy the Jade Pearl in first, so that when you like, I don't care, and these are adjusted, so I'm just choosing to ignore it. And this is more or less what I do in tournaments as well. And if somebody wants to call me on it, I'll tell them to stop being a douchebag.
Always a strategy that endears
That's
you
right.
to the L5
populace. What could possibly go wrong, right?
That's
just
right,
like sort of like belittle my opponent, harass them, and so letting me do whatever I want. I could do the Brian Fox. Don't you know who I am?
Yeah.
I'm the guy that cheats. Leave me alone.
2, 3, 4.
That's what I do.
I'm the guy that
my
cheats.
Strategy.
Classy.
I'm the guy
I pass open.
I pass open as well.
Here's a guy +1 for my gold. And 4, Shibata Sensei does not make gold. House of Prophecy. I love this card. This is another card that never really got enough love in my mind. And then JPI.
Too,
so I just threw everything into play, like what Paul sort of just said. What I really did was I bought JPI first. Although I have nothing left to get. This is only a 2 1-for-1 deck. I cannot get Breeding Grounds, but I can shuffle my deck to put the Breeding Grounds back in. So that's neat.
Okay, let's start looking at our gold here. Let's just count it up. 5, 10, 18, 20, 23, 24, 25, 27. And 9 times 3 is what, 27? Hey, that worked out. So there's a couple of options here, actually. There's a sort of debate. There's a debate a-sizzling about how I want to produce my turn, but I think I go with just buy
wait. Stop. I forgot to draw off my dynasty, or off my destined. Very important. I need to stop play in order to do that.
Oh, I believe that's a game warning, sir, because that is not an optional trigger. You must draw off your dynasty personality.
Warning!
You're gonna get
Warning!
bullshit.
Warning!
Alert!
Warning!
Alert!
All right. All right. Sorry, you were saying.
So I've got 27 gold production and 27. I guess I could also though open with the famous bizarre. How bizarre? It's like, do I want it to? So I'm gonna start with lobby for the favor.
Oh, puns. I'm at 1 honor. Properly mark that. I will. Or no, hold on. I'm at 2 honor.
What?
Yeah. Getcha.
Well, so I will lobby and give a gift.
The head of my enemy for 10.
That's it. That's it. I think it was actually plus 15.
Wow. Okay. So now that I'm done cheating and failing to update my board states, what do you actually do?
Well, I was gonna do a favor lobby, but since I can't, I'm just gonna planted evidence you're stupid guy, so that I don't have to discard a card, and also because it's fun to planted evidence guys.
Okay. Pass.
And then I'm dropping on down.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna do my best. I'm just gonna hope that I can get it together here. Damn it, Ashman! Get your crap together over there.
Do your best and forget the rest, man. Tony Horton to be proud.
13, 15. I actually can't buy 2 guys here. This is really this was really poorly developed on my part. So here is, and I didn't even use my bookkeeper to buy the gold because oops. Okay, well I totally did that. Yeah, give me this back and then about anyway. Yeah. So I buy 1 guy, probably the Conqueror, leaving up some amount of gold, gaining a. Where's my bookkeeper token? Yeah, and all my did sit there because I can just buy them all at my leisure and draw a fake card. And that was sort of a weak turn, but I wanted to keep his guy off the board. I don't want to my lord about trying to play defense, and I have a ton of gold. My plan is to just eventually overwhelm him on both number and strength of personality.
Okie dokie.
The number part gets a little tricky, but I got a lot of. I'm pretty low here.
So what do I got in province? 4, 10, 18 gold. So here's 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18. So that's 18. Leaving me with a total of 2, 4, 5. Less than I would like. Okay, well, regardless, I'm going to start because, you know, I want to play mine. I'm going to planted evidence your...
No! Don't do that. Really? My 5/4 guy?
I'm gonna planted evidence the legal target. What I said was the 5/4
Well, I don't know.
conqueror.
You might have a ninja holding hidden amongst your stuff. You pool your holdings in an obnoxious way. Well, it has to be a ninja. My joke doesn't even work. My Red Crane Dojo joke doesn't even carry me through.
12, 13.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you lose a point of honor from your planted evidence. I believe you lose honor equal to your surname family honor.
Well, did you lose your 3 when you played yours?
Maybe. Maybe you did.
Yeah, getcha. I also got a Nexus of Lies. Lose 6. Getcha. Getcha.
Oh, it's equal to half rounded down.
Damn it.
With only an extra, 2? That's 1.5. It's only an extra 1.
Yeah. Alright. So, pass. I'm going to drop down by Guy Gold here. Just because it breaks down a little more evenly. And because I want to keep my bookkeeper going up. Use my glimpse. I saw it, I think.
I saw it!
Just for a second. I'm never sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I owe you a card.
If I had been properly using my Sujekin sensei on his coastal lane, I might have been doing some favor lobbying. See, but since he always just speeds through the open phase, never says pass like he's supposed to, I keep forgetting to use it.
Good God.
You know?
Alright, well, you
okay.
first here.
I'm gonna pass.
I'm gonna box planet evidence. Ha!
Yeah, pass.
Pass.
Okay, 10, 20, 3, 5, 7. So 27, and then bookkeeper buys the holding. And then it's an all loss of 2. That's really loss of 3. Puts me to -5. I buy all this stuff here. My guy is not bowed. Did you bow him? Why would you do that?
Yep.
And we're going to draw a card, and we have to discard something. And it's going to be one of these 18 destined cards.
6.
I have
You owe
no
me
idea
2,
which
right? I
one
got
it
a
should be.
box. My box has a trait.
You're supposed to remind me of that, and you
I just
failed to
did.
do it. So I'm just going to ignore the rest of the game.
I just did remind you of it. That's your reminder.
Okay, I got rid of an anti-force reduction that gives Samurai Conquerors, as I have no Samurai in play, or, in the deck. This might be a mistake. I may have
Okay.
identified a mistake.
All right. Well, we flipped our Legionnaires appointment. That's pretty timely. I'm gonna give my guy Conqueror.
Oh, I pass a lot.
I will then attach. I will then box naming Lost in Transit, because once bitten, twice conscious.
I pass.
I will attach an Elephant Cavalry.
Wait, let me just do my jazz hands a little bit here. Pass! But with a certain flair and respectability.
There was some gusto, yeah. I felt it. I felt the gust. And then I'm going to pay 2 here to Karmic, our productive mind. We are not so hard up for gold this game. Alright. Well, deck giveth, deck taketh away. And then I will declare an attack, assigning 1 Chumpy to a province.
So, I think we can just have everybody defend, because I don't think he can beat all of our dudes with our hand this way.
Okie dokie.
So all my dudes defend.
And
What could he possibly do?
I
Not like
will
his guy
resolve
has
different
cavalry.
battle.
Ah!
Hooray.
Sacrilege! He remembered how cavalry works.
That's right.
There goes that plan.
Let me take it. How greedy are we feeling? So he's got 4 guys. I think I have to play a little bit
Ooh.
tricky
Ooh,
here.
Ooh, there's more happening here.
So like,
What can I... Edge of my seat. Edge of my seat.
yeah. The question is like, if I play this and I try to get a guy, then he doesn't take.
What card can he have that moves my guys from battle? Don't all those cards move from home? No. He must know what he's talking about. He can't possibly be misremembering the cards.
So the question is, if I kill a guy and don't take the province because I played this card, am I happy? And the answer is no, not really. So I just take the province. And then drop down. It's 3, 6 for Captain Chumpy. 4 buys this and draw a card. This is great, man. This deck draws all the cards. My kind of deck. Deck after my own heart.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I saw the House of Prophecies and I was like, man, this Eric George guy is a cool dude. Draw 2 on the turn and drop down.
He plays destined cards. That's all we need. Ooh, Kuni Renyu. My province thanks will go up. Wait, no. Makes a dog or something. I hate this card so much sometimes. Okay, I begin with Counting House because I want to draw a card and I don't want him to shut it off.
I'm going to. So we got some gold up. I'm going to play a Practicing Kata. Oh, wait, no, it's a limited to put it into play. I just assumed. I tipped my
Not
hand.
all katas are like our favorite katas, yes.
I tipped my hand. I feel so foolish. So here's 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh man. I want to attach this, but it actually has like a funny Nambo interaction with Shibata Sensei. I'm just gonna move. No, I can't move all in on one guy because I'll get blown out by Planted Evidence. So I'm gonna put it on Atsuo, knowing that I'm no longer able to Shibata Sensei with him, because if I target him to do the favor stuff, it will be negated by his Oreo Clan Vanguard.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Action to you.
Well, we're going to take one. I just haven't figured out exactly what it's going to be. Resilience. We're going to play an Unsettling Gathering. And there's a debate about which personality to take, but not really. You take the follower off the Conqueror because it's the follower that's on the Conqueror.
Yep.
And it has to go on my one and only human personality, and so that's where it will go.
Okay.
You can discard yours. I just made a copy.
So. I'm going to box naming what? Like beyond his good limited actions, I'm not sure what he's playing as for battle actions. Like, this is my plan this turn, so I need to think of a card that can get me on that. I guess it's still Lost in Transit. It feels like such a lame name after he got me with a with the Unsettling Gathering to C'est La Vie. So, I named Lost in Transit again. I don't want him to hit this. Hit the Oriole Imperial, that's why I named that.
Okay. Well, I'm surprised by that. I'm probably going to blow up my remote temple to get a ring. I'm thinking the Ring of Water has the most strategic flexibility here, given the nature of our hand. So we will put that into our hand, the Ring of Water.
Okay, and I will pass.
Hold on a second. Let me reveal it to you. You see now that I have revealed Ring of Water.
Yeah. I pass.
And it is time then for the attack. We will send all of our units and this one here.
All right. I'm going to Satsua defends another province for sure. I guess both defend a different province. So he tries to cavalry over. We have a little bit of game.
Okay. So I will do the one. I'll do the one upon which there are currently no units assigned, and cavalry over to that one with my 9th Force unit.
Okay, so you're just going for 2 here?
Yep.
Okay, so I passed that battle.
My cavalry in at 1. Now we have the Ring of Water, and so we're probably going to use the Ring of Water to run Masajiro home, since he couldn't have telegraphed his reprisal any more blatantly if he had just said, "Hey, Paul, I have a reprisal. I'm going to play it."
Yep. So
it's also worth mentioning that if we don't play a fake card, we're going to have to discard down to hand size. We're going to get stuck discarding down to hand size, sort of regardless of what happens. So I water home, and then I just have 12 when I take. And I wait for you to resolve your battle actions.
Yep. So can we break through a Masajiro? I mean, sure, why not? But we have to do a little bit of legwork. We're going to reprisal our Atsuo for +2 force. And then we're also going to Inspired Leadership him to give him an extra force and copy Mako's battle ability.
Okay.
And then on my crackback, I will go at, I guess, Renyu.
It's worth mentioning he wouldn't have been able to reprisal had not taken 2, but I still think taking 2 provinces was an important play for sort of our massive game. Okay, let me just look at all my cards. And your guys' current force is like 7?
3, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The force of just the personality, please, not the unit, is at 10?
Oh, 3, yeah, so it's 10 minus 4.
So 6.
Correct. Hey.
So we've got a couple of options. We don't know the nature of his hand. Nor do we know the entirety of it. But I think the play that I like is to assign, play this, and then sort of see how the battle sculpts. We may be able to sort of pull in and win the battle here.
Okay. So you're defending?
I'm thinking. First, that doesn't work quite as well as I had hoped. There's an argument for just sort of speed bumping as well, buying two guys. I've got 9, 10, so I buy 2 guys plus gold. If I speed bump and sort of put the pressure on, he takes them. Yeah, so Masajaro defends.
Okay. That battle, I have no engages.
I do not have any engages either. I'm just sort of looking at all my stuff here. Okay, so for my action, I'm going to play creating order targeting your personality.
Okay. So you're shooting.
The hope here is that
You should just
negate all of your. Yeah, not quite. Yeah, so the hope here is that he doesn't have an ability to generate force onto just his followers, so then he'll get stuck at just the 7 force.
Sure.
And that'll sort of safety on me.
So I have a rules question here about, can a guy that's been in a battle resolution on an attack move into a defending army now on a reprisal?
Yeah, can my guys move in? Yes, absolutely they can.
Okay. I don't know why that's an absolutely, but okay.
You're right. I don't know, because I like to add more words to my sentences.
Sure. So I'm gonna -3 force your guy.
Not at all unexpected. And we sort of knew where this was going. How many cards? I mean, there's sort of an argument that he's dying either way, so let's go for it. Let's wave the crab, my guy. So it negates the force penalty and gives him +2 force, and
So
he
now-
dies later.
You're now 7 to my
Up to
7.
7.
Sure. I'm gonna fall back.
I will probably negate that with my Brazen Disregard. I think I have one in the yard. I do. It's got a discipline of 2, so I'll use the famous Bazaar to pay for it. And if the action is so, I will negate your Brazen Disregard.
Okay.
I will brazenly disregard your fallback.
Noted.
So I'm at 7 to your 7, so I'll go ahead and take the pass.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a good follow-up here, so I pass.
Okay, so I die. By resolution, who needs the text of Way of the Crab? I can kill myself without the addition of fate cards.
Thank you very much.
And I go to neg 1. I continue now then with my dynasty turn, barring other disruptions on your end.
Nope.
9 gold here. 4, 7, 9. So I lose 1, net gain of 2, up to +1. I do not get to buy the JPI because I played the disciplined card. And draw a card, and the table is yours.
Alright.
And I will spend my time trying to figure out what I get for Renu, a dog token.
Alright. I'm going to start with Bamboo Harvesters to draw a card.
I seem to have gained a province sort of magically. It's always nice when you just randomly gain an extra
Just cheat.
province.
I figured out how to win this game. I just cheat.
I cheat.
Cheat to win.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the man who cheats.
Cheat to win, man. Cheat to win. Alright, what do you got?
I pass all through the phase.
Sure.
I don't have much to do, and even if I did, I'm saving all of my awesomeness for when I attack.
Here's a game of
Get to you
dice.
next turn.
Gurley here is going to get a family sword.
It's a good one.
That's not so bad. I need to.
Keep on passing.
I'm just passing.
I'm just passing.
You gonna buy
Just
something?
passing it
No, I'm just passing.
out of the
passing through the phase. How did I pay? So I paid 4. So what I can do is float. This is more gold efficient. Save my 1 gold. So I pay 6 for the family sword, float 2, and then do my karmic. Alright, so here's some
Okay.
dudes.
What did we karmic away?
Karmic
Productive
Away,
mind.
Productive Mind.
Those are some good dudes. The hope here is that we've sort of hit a critical mass on our side of just general beefiness.
7-4. So we're not even province crushing right now, which is a little depressing. I really took it on the chin from that unsettling gathering. This is why people all play strict, man, because this is just NPE.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, do you have
so
more?
we're gonna play a practicing card. Attack's not in the cards, but we're gonna draw 3 off the turn here and buy 2 more guys. One with a relevant battle action, and one who hopefully I can turn into a relevant battle action. So I don't think we're out of this yet. I don't think we're out of this game. I mean, yeah, 4 and 5 to buy both our guys, and draw 3, pass the turn.
And we fit some stuff. Well, I mean, Oracle's a good card. It's not exactly what we're hoping to see here. Productive Mind certainly was not. So we'll probably open with a Karmic. Look at us. We're just karmicing our holdings left and right. That's who we are, man. Karmic some cloth markets, karmic some productive minds.
That's right.
That's a guy.
Here's 4. I'm going to attach an Aberrations to Zancho.
So you can bow it for potentially large attack things. So, I mean, I'm looking at these cards here. I'm looking at this one. I'm looking at this one. I'm sort of trying to sort of see what I can see how I can play these cards in a way that is a positive. But I think we still pass. He's got at least 1 or 2 more hoops he's going to jump to. If I pass.
Yeah, I'm going to box naming Way of the Crab.
Okay. 4, 7. I pass as well. Pass again.
Okay. Pass.
I suspect he may move his family sword to Bayoshi Akage, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I mean,
He doesn't.
yeah.
Probably another sign of another reprisal. So, anyway, we're going to assign our 4 personalities. We're not going to assign Cavalry Girl, because she can always just cavalry in. Where there's no chance that we're going to be able to take 2, right? Because he can chunk defend the other one. And so there's no real point. I guess you can hope he makes a blunderous error.
Yeah.
But then I've assigned the personality, and I kind of want to have that potential extra defender. So.
Sure. So, I mean, I'm all in
We
defense
have
of the other
4. I mean,
province.
okay, so we'll do my battle first.
I'm not all in. I'm going to leave home Akage. Yeah, that's how I want to do it. Leave Akage home.
All right, I'll do my battle where I have no opposition.
Okay, pass. Broad
And
front win the
then
game?
conquer. Oh, if only. Well, you have to have units at each province to broad front, right? Okay, and at your battle, you got something you wanna
Yeah, I'm gonna
smack me around?
coward Akage here. Dishonor him and draw 2.
So, you draw some cards.
Yep. Flip. Draw 2, and I lose 2 as well, I believe. Okay.
I'll just wait patiently, see if there's any other battles, other things.
No, does not look that way. I guess. No, just pass.
Okay, and here we go. I don't know if I have anything to dig for with my JPI. I think I do. I don't think I have all of my 1 gold cost tokens. Let's take a look. That is not one. Yes, I have a Toil of Zokujin. I'm playing like 4 or 5 1 gold cost holdings. I like 1 gold cost holdings. So that's that. And then 6, Bookkeeper gets a thing behind the Oracle. And here's 9. And I lose 3 honor, 2 neg 11. It's getting low. Those Scorpion Dishonored X, man. What can you do?
Yeah. Okay, another guy.
And now he's at the one province squeeze. It's a really tough spot. I mean, we got the Oracle, so even if he manages to take one or two, we're still up on him in terms of production and gold. So it's feeling pretty good, but he's building a fate hand, so we don't want to get too cocky.
We have this card. This card gives us. We got a window here. We can use this, targeting this, and then try to go big. We can target Tomiko, or we can target Kurima. Kurima gives us a better defense next turn. Okay. So, I think taking 3 is a pipe dream, even with the force in our hand. Like, he'd have to be sitting on actual nothing. Like, I know some number of cards in his hands are like 900 gold attachments, but he's got to have at least 1 or 2 more relevant battle actions, right?
I mean, I'd hope so, right? But I don't know if I must.
Yeah. So I've got to name the bow and attachment card again to prevent a huge blowout here. So I'll name Lost in Transit.
In Transit. So I will pass.
And then I'm going to attach Egg of Panku to one of my guys.
And we thought that was a likely scenario by naming Lost in Transit. He was clearly sort of putting himself up for an attachment. So I pass again.
So I'm going to blow it, and then... So we can take the Conqueror to sort of help our attack here, or we can put down his Tomiko, because that's a 9 force unit for his attack next turn. I think we hit Tomiko. So here's my copy.
Okay. I am now going to lose an honor to put down a Bow of Ritual Blessing. And I have to be careful. I worry a little bit about planted evidence. So I think what I'm going to do is put this on an Ogre Bushi and then play one of my straight effects. That way he's comfortably at 5 chi. He doesn't have a ninja, so I mean there's a thought that I could put it... Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it puts Masajo up to 4. He doesn't have a ninja. So I think maybe I can just put it on guy who moves in actually.
Okay.
I'm agonizing about it. Maybe the Conqueror, just because it's the Conqueror. Let's just put it on the Conqueror. I'm fine with that.
Sure.
He's resilient as well. So I think that's the play.
Here's a family sword. I had one floating off the egg.
So we have to think now about how much we want to put up a big defense here, assuming he's going for 2. I don't think he's mathematically got enough right now for 3. 8. Well, the aberration just makes the math a little tricky. But if he has 3, I can double defend, and I feel pretty good about life there. I think we just pass through the face.
And then for 3 and 1 attaches a Maddened Horde to Zansho.
Oh wow! So it's getting pretty big, but he's also getting down to 2 cards, and he has used his box already to name Lost in Transit. I'm just going to sort of check out this one. Quarter scenery enforcement. Okay, they do still have Wave the Crab. So I pass.
Bamboo to draw. Okay.
Pass.
Give Akagi Conquer.
More pass.
Okay, so we're gonna attack 2 here, I guess is the best we can do. Let us go for 1. No, can't go for 1. So Zancho plus Tomiko and then the 2 Bayushis. Add another one? Is this optimal? Let's switch these 2. Yep, so
Okay, so Zancho plus Akage at 1, and the other guy
I
is
gotta
at the
sorry,
other
I'm
one.
just agonizing still because this one has a lot less force. This will be 3. You know what? I'm just gonna go everybody at middle.
Everybody at once. So we were really hoping for a split there. So with a split, are you pretty confident on that?
Yeah, this is it. I'm locking in
Before I
everybody
start
on 1. We're gonna go. We're moving in
pontificating.
on this card.
Okay, so it's sort of a free roll for him because everybody's conquered except me. Now, when he split, our defense was pretty straightforward. We were going to defend against the 2 real personalities, use Bow of Ritual Blessing with the Resilient Guy and some other bow effects, and just sort of try to potentially win the battle, but probably not. I mean, it's hard to say exactly how the context and contours are in, but just bowing his personalities and sort of stopping them from being a defensive presence for our turn next turn would have been a substantial win. That would have probably been enough. Now that he's defending, now that he's going at 3 provinces, it's a different calculation. So I still sort of like defend with the Resilient Guy, bow Miyako, and then he can Madden Horde, which doesn't bother me at all. He can Zancho, which is a 4, that doesn't bother me. He can Aberration. So he can gain a lot of force. He can use a Kage. I do have a way to get a crab in my discard pile, so I'm not too worried about that. I think I like defend, force him to utilize a couple of actions, though I'm not really generating any bow costs here unless I get him to use Zancho. Or he's buying what? Okay, you have enough gold, I assume, to buy your personality?
Yeah, I got
Yes.
hit up.
You can attach some things during battle.
What do you got?
I'm thinking. You gotta give me just a moment. If it's, I'm trying to do the calculus on whether or not it's worth defending or not. I don't think it is. I think my plan is let it go and then maybe just Oracle for Fate card and see what that gets. Well, I guess I'll depend on my Dynasty flip. So yeah, I don't defend.
All right. So do that battle.
I pass.
We're gonna play Determined Challenge.
Okay.
And target Renyu, I suppose. We'd like to hit Karunya,
Okay.
but he's resilient, so we'd be destroying the bow, I guess. But it's like if I move him in and then he bows me with the
So
bow, it's the same as if he just attacks me with it.
it's an absent interrupt, so I can just brazen disregard it. So I do that.
All right. Okay. So I pass.
Pass. Just middle.
Yeah. Conquer on home and buy our guy.
Okay, let's see what we flip. See if it puts us in one arrow or another. Well, I love that guy. I love that guy a lot. that might for sure put us in a sit position just because we're going to outdraw Handout Dynasty. With 3 provinces and the size of our personalities, it's close. I think we can probably attack him through for the win, and he's going to, he can reassemble his conqueror-ness here pretty quickly and pretty painlessly. But I think that's okay. So I think I go, let me just look at my gold here to see. So it's going to be 6, a little bit of the Iron Mine, 3, never works out how you want it to, does it? So I advise that. And then you need to have 5 up to bow to draw a card in the off turn. Yeah, no, so for sure we'll go Oracle on Dynasty.
Box names Way of the Crab.
Pass.
Pass.
And we drop on down. And of course we had to Oracle right away, because if he names Oracle, that'd be a really big disappointment for us. So we get this one face up. And he's Nakaru, and he's really good. But before I buy anybody else, I want to buy my card draw girl, because I just love her so much. And we'll get this one face up as well. And we'll sort of see who our non-card draw girl options are. And they're both pretty solid. So 5, 10, what do I need? 11, 10, okay. 13, 16, 20. Buys these 2 guys. Now I lose 4, 7. I lose 700 to -18.
Counting the Nexus.
Yeah, counting the 1+1 bonus from the Nexus.
Okay.
So we're not, we're sort of holding on here.
Alright, so we lose our guy here, and his big idiot comes back online next turn. That's not so hot. So my first thing is Bamboo to draw a card.
Hey, so it totally lets me draw a card off of my Yasuki Mikado. There was a chance I wasn't going to get to be able to do that.
No, how am I going to attack into this?
Very careful, man.
Sure. So, like, in this sort of situation, you want to hold. I'd prefer that he attack me, because, like, if I attack with everybody, he defends with everybody, so it's the same battle either way, except that I would get the first action in that case, except that he's just not going to attack me. He'll buy his whole Dynasty deck first. And we're showing a holding right now.
Well, as much of it as I can without eliminating myself from the game, anyway.
Sure. And we're showing a holding here, so, like, this is it. Like, we're under the gun. I can conquer up, attack. I can name Bo. No, I think that's not good enough. We're priced into naming Way of the Crab because so many of our actions are force reductions. Because we're showing 6, 9, 12 points of force reduction on board, plus whatever we've got in our hand. 6, 12. Can I get a force count from you?
Yeah, absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 18, 27, 37. Looks like 45.
I had you at 46, but sure.
I might have missed the doggy. No, 1, 2, 3, 18, 27, 37. I'm pretty sure it's 45.
I'm at 7, 10, 14.
Yeah, I can break it down
That's fine.
more easily.
My 24. Well, that's a little bit disheartening. Go to 28. Reduce him by 12. Puts him to 32. And then,
In my yard, I've got one Way of the Crab and one Courage Beyond Question and one Brazen Disregard for my
yeah.
discipline action.
I think I'm just in a scoop position here. You might think, I mean, if I play all my actions in my hand, if I attach this, I use this for its maximum value, I think I can't even match him on force, and that's in the best case scenario in which he does absolutely nothing to me, which isn't going to happen. So,
Well, I'm gonna have the bow in play, right? So I mean, you can
right. So
say
like, if he just goes like Bao Miko, for instance, or he probably goes like first action Bao Akage, and then I lose 6 force and a 6-point force reduction. So I think it's an unwinnable game state for me. You can just attack over at his leisure next turn. So I'm going to scoop.
which is what my intention is to do. So okay, I mean, I can reveal to you my fate hand if you're fascinated to see it, but I don't think it really affects anything. So yeah, I think you just sort of got, it's a game where the Oracle of the Void sort of does its thing towards the end, but I just, I developed a lot of gold. I had really good gold, and I put up big monsters, and my big dumb idiots did their big dumb idiot thing with, swappity power from Unsettling Gathering.
And I mean, that was the big. We can talk about it in the other battles, other things. So that was the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We sort of had a double header because that first one was so terrible.
That's right. 2
if-
for the price of 0.
0, yeah. So if you're interested, pop on over, check out the other battles, other things. I think for now, this has been enough talk. I'm Jesse. That is Paul. Take care, guys.
Hang loose, everybody.